side by side as we ride the waves. Unstoppable force, so bold and brave. UK Waterski, we rise and shine. In the pulse of the moment, we cross the line.
And a very good morning to everybody from UK Waterski Racing. Day 2 of Saltash, round 8 of the National Waterski Racing Championships, and how lucky are we to be here today. Alfredo Alongi, who is the chairman of UK Waterski Racing. Alfredo, lovely to see you. We missed you yesterday.
Oh well, I was busy. They put me on guard duty under the bridge. It was a busy old day for me, stopping traffic coming through. But yeah.
Well, you're back with us today, which is really, really good. And we've got a full day's racing to go ahead, as we've done before. Paul and Josh in the van, Paul on the drone, and Josh doing all the screen work and editing and everything he does. They're doing a fantastic job. And we hope we bring you as good a pictures today as we gave you yesterday, and we'll fill in with the commentary. So pretty much starting where we are, Josh will put up on screen where we are with the races, the first race, the under-12s and the under-15s. The girls who do all the timing, etc., are now getting themselves placed in the commentary box right beside us. And Alfredo and I will probably be hanging on to the gazebo at some point as the wind is picking up a little. A little bit different than yesterday, mate.
Yeah, it is a lot. I mean, we've had a look at the water and it does look a bit choppier. So I think it's going to be a bit more challenging today, which, you know, it's good.
It is a bit more challenging. Yeah. So for the under-12s there. Josh, are we up there already? We are. Okay, so in under-12s, we have boat 7, Rob Strick, Chris Waldman and Mia Waldman. Under-12s, boat 18, Simon Faulkner, Jake Frame and Evie Manchett. And under-12s, boat 22, Leo Bauer, Stevie Young and Ethan Cole. Under-15s.
That's right, the under-15s, that's right, yeah.
So
the under-15s, yeah. It's boat 33 with driver Harvey Robertson, observer Robert Manchett and little Luca Manchett, and then we've got boat 77 Chris Cole, Paul Wright in the observer seat, and little Rosie Cole.
So pretty much the same as we were yesterday. Now the boats have been launched. A little bit slow on the water today. Obviously the tides do move and the tide is coming in to join us, and the wind has picked up a little. Like I said, the gazebo at some point, if Alf and I are hanging on one arm above, we're hanging on to the gazebo, so we stay. But very, very warm yesterday, very warm, and towards the end of the day a lot of people are struggling a little bit with the heat, but then that's eased. But it's still a lovely day. How lucky are we to be here in Saltash?
Oh, it's fabulous. You know, the last time I was here was 33 years ago. It's incredible. And there's changes. There's more yachts kicking about, you know, parked up, but still fabulous place to come. Yeah, great.
It is a lovely place. We're lucky. A massive thank you. Alfredo's got a list of everybody that we've got to thank here, so I'll just let him run through that and we'll bring it over a couple of times, and have sponsored and allowed us to bring our sport of water ski racing to Saltash and allowed us to be round 7 and 8 of the national championships. Yeah. Who's on your list there, Alf?
You know, and the list of sponsors is growing, you know, as we move on. And I think it's, you know, due to the fact that, you know, Paul's doing a great job with the drone and the, you know, all the camera stuff and the footage. So the sponsors are coming, you know, they're seeing it and they're seeing this real live action, really, you know, powerful stuff in the water. And so the sponsors are starting to come, Chris. So we've got H2O, you know, Brad Cannons, he's sponsored it. And then we've got the council. Then we've got, Saltash Town Council as well. And then we've got, you know, Bernico Boats from Belgium. They've taken a keen interest. Obviously, there's a lot of Bernico boats that are racing in the UK. So, you know, they're helping us out with equipment, you know, bits and pieces. And then, you know, we're kind of tying up with Americans now, which is really good. It's interesting. Extreme Watersports, Extreme Watersports Racing in America. And these are the guys that do the Catalina. They're going to do the Worlds in America next year. So, yeah, you know, it's good. And I think it's because of the coverage that we're getting and, you know, people around the world. So, yeah, may it long continue. It's great.
Well done. Lovely to be here. So what a wonderful backdrop. We have the Tamar Bridge, and you can see there's a Tamar Bridge, there's the road bridge, and there's a train bridge. And as you just scan across, Paul hasn't got the drone up yet, but there is a train going across the Brunel Bridge. Yes, it is. You can see we're looking on the screen. I keep forgetting I'm looking over the top, but we're looking on the screen. You can see the train going over the Brunel Bridge. It's a wonderful sight. It's lovely to see, and it's just a classic part of the estuary that everything's going on. People are enjoying the water, enjoying the ambiance of Saltash, and you can see now the boats that are in this next race milling around in front of us. We do have boat cam. Josh, can you whack us into the boat cam? We've moved our cam. There you are. What a fabulous picture
shot,
we got of boat cam today. We had it in the 923 boat yesterday. Today we've got it in the boat 18, which is the Simon Faulkner boat, and Josh is doing a fantastic job with that. So Josh, that's great, mate. Thank you so much for that, and he will move us around. Now we've got another camera down on the far turnbuoy. Josh, can you give us a shot of that? There we are. Yesterday we never got that. That, believe it or not, we have zoomed in from where we are stood, which is just next to the slipway, right the way down through, which is absolutely, it's tremendous. He's going to show us, and with that far away, you can quite see why drone cam and these boys are doing a fantastic job, because we could not see that far the way down to the racecourse. But we have a great opportunity for a boat that'll be turnbuoy 3 as they come down the far end of the course. So they race down in South Devon and they race back in Kernow. So they're looking really, really good. So all coming together quite nicely, Alf.
Well, I tell you what, just looking at these shots, that boat cam shot, it just doesn't get any better, and look at this, the sky, blue sky. There's a bit of a wind, Chris, and we just looked at that bottom corner, which, you know what, this is waterski racing, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
So we had a flat day yesterday. We're going to have a slightly choppier day today. Now, hang on. Well, I'm going to come back in because I think we've got on cam. Yeah, we have. Garen, can you hear us? He can't hear us. But if we can catch up to us. So if you're listening to me just talking over the top, this is our this is lost our hat. So this is Mr. Starter. You can see the UK Waterski Racing hat, flag blowing at the back. The boys and girls in the boat. There's a great big thumbs up and such enthusiasm from the start boat. And we got that camera working really well today. Everybody's worked so hard to get everything together, and it's all come together really, really nicely. So Garen there, and we will get back to him through the day. He's got many things to think about rather than Alf and I here. So if he does get talking, we'll just let him carry on, and then we'll.
I am on mic.
Before
there he is. I think we've got a bit of sound there.
Yeah, I am on mic. I can talk back to you. We're just now dealing with a couple of boats on the course, and then we're about probably 5 to 6 minutes before flags up.
Okay, so I understand from the chief judge that we are ready to go, and we've given you a list of runners and riders. So yesterday we saw Rosie Cole do really, really well in that 77 boat. She had a great start.
Thank you.
And the under 12 will do 15 minutes plus a lap. They will receive the checkered red flag to finish their race, and then the others will probably do one more lap to get on top of that. So under 12s and under 15s, a challenging morning because conditions have changed, Elf.
They have. And to be fair, I think ski racers really enjoy this type of weather. It's sunny, it's windy, there's a little chop in the water, which I think they all like, and it is water ski racing. It's not powerboat racing. So, what you'll see and what we'll see today is we'll see the skiers that can perform in these conditions. So it is very much different from yesterday.
It is, and we have our camera area, and there's still a few things going on and people butting. We'll have to just apologise for that, but they get the hang of it in a few minutes' time, and they'll miss us by. But again, a massive thank you to Josh and to Paul, who put all this system together. They worked extremely hard. They come all the way down. Yesterday, we were getting through some batteries and getting through some kit, but today, all recharged, all put back together. And like we said, we put a camera on that bottom turnbuoy, and we got a boat cam, which is working really, really well from us. It is actually in the boat 18, the Simon Faulkner Jake frame, that boat, and we will see that in a number of races today.
There's a great shot now. The people can see it live. That's the team getting ready And this is the do you want to go through the sequence of what they're doing in the boat now, Chris?
Okay, so our start and finish boat, which is the rib, and we just saw Garen in there a few minutes ago, will have up the UK Waterski Racing flag. When the UK Waterski Racing flag goes down, it does give an indication to these young skiers. And remember, Evie Manchett is under 12. So Evie has got Jake Frame, a past podium, World Championship podium placing skier in the boat, just making sure she's sound and safe and putting the ski on for Evie. So if we can, Josh, maybe we can get back to that Evie shot again. Okay, you can see, a lot of the bindings are different. These bindings are specifically made for the juniors, and they're easy to get off and on. So there's Jake's got the ski soundly between him. He's just sitting on the back of the ski, which is positioned in the back, making sure it's on a back plate and doesn't bend the fin. And Evie's there now just putting her ski on, and she will then lean forward, lean on Jake, who will then put that her lead foot into the front binding. So a very narrow ski, a Maha ski, single ski. These under 12-year-olds are really competent. You can see her built-in life jacket. You can see her goggles. You can see her helmet. You can see the crew with intercom. Jake will have the intercom lead in his hand. As soon as he sits back down in the Bernico boat with the Bernico seats, Simon Faulkner just looking back at her, just positioning the boat really good. If you want a good crew in the boat, you have Simon Faulkner and Jake Frame. You couldn't wish for two better people.
You couldn't get, yeah. Listen, we've got great crews here, but they're amongst the best. And, what you were saying about the crew getting ready, that is an experienced crew, world-class crew, to be honest. And Simon, he'll be looking at the flags at the start boat, and then he'll be telling, get your foot in, and Jake will be getting her ready to get in the water. But that is the start sequence of ski racing.
So you can see that just under Evie's knee, look at that's an interesting part. It's what we call a hole shot, and it's a stitched strip of material that you put the rope into. Now you put the rope into loops. They're about 1 meter long each loop, and you put the rope up through into the loop. This saves any tangles, any buckets, any silly things, and all your ropes in there. We're now, 2 flags are just about to go up. They've moved away from the Evie Manchett boat. We'll come back to that a little later. So now we're expecting to see 2 flags raised, which will indicate 3 minutes start to the race. Just run through the start procedure for us, Al.
Well, the sequence is now we've got the countdown going on. 4, 3, 2, 1, flags up. So what does that mean, flags up? It means that the national flag goes up, you'll see it there, then the green flag goes up. So what happens in the UK, they will have 3 minutes now. So the boat crew, the driver and the observer will be speaking, and they'll say, right, get that ski on, get the skier sitting on the side of the boat. They've got 3 minutes to do all that. Then when that green flag goes down, they've got 30 seconds. So what do they do in that 30 seconds? The skier drops off the back of the boat. The driver will slowly take up, as Simon was saying, that hole shot that you can see in the picture there. The observer will hold that up, and the rope will just funnel itself out, and it'll just go. And then they'll have the full rope out, which is about 150 feet with the juniors. And once they've got that 150-foot rope out, the driver will put the boat into neutral. They'll wait for that 30 seconds countdown. Now, if you see that the chap there, Jake's got a watch on, a big watch. That's a timing watch, and all observers have that. So he's clicked that already, and that watch will be counting down.
So you can see Evie's handles there now going. Evie will ski in the wrap position. The handles she's got are 2 handles that are quite small, and they will go behind her back. You can see her still sat on the side of the boat. Jake supporting the front of the monoski for her. That purple hole shot, if we can just stay with that, and I asked Jake to stay with that boat cam, because these are terrific shots we've not had before. And we'll have the countdown giving 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds. You can see now Jake is connected by intercom to the driver. So the only communication between the skier and the observer is her own hand signals. 2 flags are still raised up for the start boat, and you can see that coming down. There will be a countdown, and we'll go to that. The green flag drops. 30 seconds, Evie will be into the water and the whole shot will be held up by Jake for the rope to come out of. Lovely shots.
And I'll tell you what, the other thing is that, skiers, especially young skiers, they'll have butterflies in their stomach just now, because the race is about to start. So they'll be very apprehensive and they'll want to get a good start. So there'll be a bit of nerves in that boat with the skiers.
9,
That's
8,
the countdown.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One flag down.
Okay, so that was from Garen. We saw pictures of Garen on the start boat. He will be the guy coordinating this race with the timekeeping girls beside us. Alf and I are here to just comment on the race. You can see the Union Jack there. As soon as that Union Jack goes, we are underway. And I will press the top on my watch.
Right, there's a countdown now.
7,
Yeah,
6,
so that's a countdown.
5,
So
4,
that rope will be tight. The skiers will be getting pulled along a little bit, and off they go. That's race on. Now let's see if they all get up clean. What I can see so far, it looks like they're all up.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
So
Mia Waldman over on the far side. Well done, Mia. A cracking start from Mia. And even Manchester, you think everybody's away. I think
everybody's away.
No,
Fantastic.
excellent.
So
Really good.
they pre-race nerves. They do help. They do help because they get them on edge and they just go. Oh, there's a great shot of inside the boat there, and that's them going.
So you can see Simon Faulkner just easing that boat down through. Remember that Evie Manchett that's behind that boat is under 12.
Yeah,
Jake keeping a real tight eye.
just
She won't have
encouraging
to
her.
do too much. Notice the answer because Evie will be either confident, asking for a bit more, asking for a little bit. Jake will keep a real tight eye on her, and he communicates to Simon Faulkner driving the boat whether she wants to go a little faster or a little slower, but she can take her time.
Yeah.
They're a great crew. They know exactly where they are, and she only has to beat the other two under 12 skiers, Mia Waldman and Ethan Cole. So they will know exactly which boat they are in, and they will work as a team to get Evie as close as he can to the first position.
That's right.
If
Yeah.
not
Well, he's sitting
first.
in third place at the moment. We can see that on the cam. It doesn't look too bad down there, does it?
No. So I'm going to ask Josh. Josh, can we get that far turn, boy? Can we get that ticked in? And they've done a fantastic job, these boys, and they're just going to try and put me onto the bottom turn, boy, and we'll see if we can pick that up. The drone is out. There it is. There it is. That's the 33 boat with Harvey Robinson, Rob Manchett, and Luca Manchett. The under 15s comes round there first. That far jump is a long way away from myself. Such wonderful camera shots.
I know. It is incredible what these boys have done with the cameras.
So Luca going around there, and who it looks like it is boat number 77. That's the Rosie Cole boat. That will be coming in behind that.
Yeah.
And it's just trying to pick up the numbers as we go along. But look at that. What a wonderful
Fabulous shot.
What a wonderful shot. With
So
Paul on
Evie's got
drone.
the inside line here. So they'll work that. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah. Simon, the Evie Manchett boat there,
In the Bernico,
in the Bernico,
Yeah.
he's just running so nicely up through there, and they will. This will be the first time that these teams, unless they've run the course already, which I don't think they did, the 33 boat coming up through there, the Luca Manchett, the under 15, they will have the inside line. Harvey Robinson's got the inside. She will be the quicker skier overall, and she will just have a better line and have a little tighter turn on these turn boys. So the girls are going around and just sussing out where the fastest bit of the course is, the roughest part of the course is, the easiest part of the course is. The crew are learning the same, and they will then project this through the 15 minutes plus one lap
That's
race.
right. That's exactly what they do. They use these races for many different things, and that's one of the things they use. They learn where the course is rough, where it's flat, where it's, where there's a problem. Because sometimes yesterday, I believe in the main race, there was a rogue couple of waves came from nowhere and caught everybody out. So, the drivers will be sussing the course out.
So
there's
back to
another
boat
great
18.
shot. That's Jake encouraging her. Look at that. That's it. He's giving her that. Oh, look at him. He's really happy. She's doing well. No wonder he's happy.
So Evie Manchett, doing really well. Great team. We spoke about Simon Faulkner and Jake Frame in the boat. Just a great encouragement. And having those two in your boat, you feel safe, you feel confident, you feel you can ski to your ability, not have to worry too much about it, because you know full well that Simon Faulkner will put that Bernico through the water. Look at that lovely fine wake she's got, because he's got the boat trimmed correctly. The tanks, the tabs, the engine. You can see in the boat, the smile on the boat. They're happy.
Yeah, oh, they're happy. And he's got that boat, you know, he's probably taken water on, you know, and given that girl the smoothest, you know, water to ski in as he can. This is what drivers do, though. You know, it's different. You know, in the main race, I'm sure he won't take any water at all, because they want the maximum speed out of that boat. But when it's like this, you know, they fill it up and they give the skier confidence. That's the thing. It's a confidence building thing.
I know the Manchets have got their own boat, but obviously with 3 daughters, poor old Rob's had to spread that load around a little. But I mean, he's asked Simon Faulkner, you couldn't wish for your daughter to be with any safer crew.
No, absolutely not. You know, Simon's great. And he's one of these drivers that, you know, he drives to the skier's ability.
We can see Mia there, and Mia doing a lovely job there, Mia Waldman. That's one of the earlier cyclones with the even route 8 board on, and Mia Waldman doing a lovely job. Mia's under 12. She's a tiny little thing, but wonderful spirit.
And she's
so
she's doing so well. It's great to see these kids come along. And she's so enthusiastic. She's great.
She got a bit carried away yesterday and actually waved to the drone, but she did hang on. She didn't lose it. So well done, Mia. You can see her helmet. You can see her goggles. You can see that she's really confident. She's going along there just nicely. Rob Strick driving the boat. Chris Waldman, their dad, sat backwards, keeping an eye to her. And she's sort of producing some really good skiing, doing really well, and keeping up with the pack.
I'll tell you what, she's got a bit of confidence, because we were at King's Lynn and she came past us and we were doing you know, we were watching her, and she started waving to the crowd, and we were saying, don't keep your eye on the water. You know, she's great. She's a great kid.
So just you can see a great illustration of the boat coming through there. The lads have got this camera fine. Look and see the boat being pushing through the water. For these youngsters, they want the wake as flat as possible. They probably couldn't ski the speed of the boat, but pushing the boat through the water, flattening those bits of wake out, giving them the best ride they can. You can see the wake, the skier skis in the wake, and they can ride to the right, to the left, or into the middle. And if they feel it's the most comfortable to be on the right-hand side, as she is through the prop swirl, will give you the best ride. That's where you stand. And the boat's team is to get that boat in the water, move the waves out the way, and give the skier the best ride.
That's exactly right. You're absolutely spot on. I'll tell you now something else I've noticed. Look at the style of these girls. They've got a great shape about them. You know, they've got, you know, look at their stance on the ski. You know, they're doing a lot of training and they look good on a ski.
Yeah, they do. Even the cormorant there is getting a first-class frame of what's going on. But a great picture there. That's the boat 18. That's the Evie Manchip boat. And just coming through, that's the Mia Waldman boat. And then just coming just underneath there, I think that's probably Rosie Cole that we just seen. We'll get Josh to just look back at the boat. But it's all...
And she's doing ever so well. She's doing... I mean, look at her. Look how comfortable she looks on that ski. I've noticed that with the junior. I mean, look at them.
In wraps, we were talking about being in wraps just now. That is where the hands are behind your back. So you're being pushed along. You're not sort of being pulled along. You're sort of the pull of the rope is behind your back. Your body is pulling you forward. The left hand is there to take up the slack, keep your balance, keep you moving around, and the pull is just on there. There's back to boat camp for 18.
He's smiling. He's happy.
And Evie's skiing quite happily there. Yeah. Simon's doing exactly what he needs to do. He knows what capability Evie has. And there she is, skiing quite competently. We saw putting on a ski to start this race off. And she's now going around the turn, boy. These boys have set up some lovely camps today. That's the 33 boat, which is coming around. That's Luca Manchip. That'll be her sister. I do think of Rob Manchip quite often, because with 3 daughters and mum as well.
Wow, I take my hat off to him. You know, I've got 5 daughters, but I didn't have 3 of them skiing at the same time. And he needs the 2 of them. Mum and dad need a medal.
And mum is so enthusiastic. A past world champion, mum is.
Twice world champion.
So a past world champion who knows the inside out, and such enthusiasm. She came up and saw me yesterday, and I didn't mention one of the girls, and I was frightened. I sat down and said, yes, I'll mention her more tomorrow. So we're there. But good, Elf, yeah?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's what it's sort of all about, isn't it?
Family sport,
Yeah.
family involvement, family. We've got a number of boats down here. We're so lucky to be here in Saltash. A massive thank you to the Cornish Council, or Kerno as we know it down here. We're just this side of the Tamar Bridge. We're in Kerno. So the 33 boat there making good headway.
And you know something? You were right what you said. They've got the inside line and they're making good use of it.
Yep. And Rosie Cole just on the outside, and Chris Cole can't quite get that boat on the inside.
Right.
And Harvey Robinson's got the position, and Chris Cole, what he does, he'll have to slow down and he will lose more position, as much as their first and second are very, very close. So these are the top turn boys you're looking at there. The boys have managed to get the cameras between the moorings. Not the easiest course to view at. So to be honest, on the drone cam we can see the course perfectly well, Alf.
That's right, but we are restricted here because we've got 3 rows of yachts in front of us. So our visibility isn't that good from here, but the drone, it's doing the job for us, eh?
Doing a grand job. So well pleased with that. And just the smooth skiing of these teams, just doing a fantastic job. You can see the boats coming towards us, and Josh doing a brilliant job balancing these cameras. And his father, Paul, just getting the drone up, giving us some great shots. This is actually a camera, I just said earlier on, that is where we are, and it just pans across that. Fantastic.
I mean,
and
we're a mile
so
away
clear.
from there.
Lovely.
We're a mile away from
really,
there.
really good.
But you can see these boats coming up, and you know, I think they've got a lot of ballast on them. They've taken on a lot of water, because you can see the boats just smashing the water and giving the skier, you know, a flat weight to ski in. But it does look quite rough down there. That's white horses.
It is. Yeah, just chopping up on that estuary, and the tide's coming in as well. I was talking a little bit earlier to Nick Butler and to Sam Hopkins, and they said they were doing about 83, 84 mile an hour when they were coming up through yesterday, because the conditions were perfect.
Yeah.
And Nick said at 59 years old, about 4 laps at 84 mile an hour is plenty for him.
Well, I was out in the boat yesterday, in the Marshall boat, and I said, you know, give him 4 laps, that'll be him. But, you know, I spoke to him this morning, we had a laugh about that. But tell you what, he's still got it in the tank, he's still got talent.
Yeah, 59, yeah, still there. And on a mountain bike, he's even more nuts. And God bless him, he's only got one eye as well. So he won't mind me saying that. But he is nuts with one eye, and he still goes flat out on a mountain bike and a race ski.
Well, Chris, you know, I taught him for many years, and we were British champions together, and we've done the Catalina together. We've done a lot. We've done Como. And I'll tell you what, see that one eye? It does help him, because when we were in the canals, I remember in Belgium, we were really, really close to the wall, and he couldn't see a thing. And my observer was saying, you're too close, you're close. I said, don't worry about him, he can't see the wall. So it did help us.
And Nick's still with us. Lovely to have him here. He's a
fantastic.
great asset to waterski racing. Got some great history as well.
Yeah.
But look at, you can see Mia Waldman, Mia just making her way through. But our lead boat, the 33, the Luca Manchit boat, the Luca Manchit just coming up on the inside of Mia, and on the outside will be Rosie Cole with the 77 boat. So Mia, you're perfect. There you are. So our lead boat is on the right. Mia is in the middle, and our second place under 15 is on the left. And that's how you're looking at it on the screen, as Alf and I are looking at it on the screen and commentating to you.
And there's the inside boat, you know, the boat that's in the inside, the Luca Manchit boat. That's the advantage they've got, you know, staying in the inside, because the boat that's in second place had to take the long way around.
Yeah, with obviously Mia there in the middle, and they've given her plenty of space, plenty of room, and even Rob has eased it back a little bit so she doesn't get all those waves come across her. Just the top of the turn now. The 2 under 15 girls are skiing particularly well and giving very, very little else.
Oh, I mean, that boat's 77. They're not, you know, they're giving as good as they're getting, you know.
And they've been side by side like that for some while.
That's right, yeah, the whole race. So I think we're in for a grandstand finish here.
So we're 13 minutes into this race. These girls will probably receive the blue flag. And remember the rib that started that. They will be the start-finish flag. We've lost a skier. We've lost a skier at the bottom. We have.
Oh, we've lost Simon. We've lost
It looks like
Simon.
it could
It
be
looks like
Evie.
Evie Manchett. Yeah.
Evie
yeah.
that we've got on the side of the boat. Well, they should be in safe house. You can see the orange flag that's being raised by the boat to indicate there is a fallen skier. As much as I think Jake has probably got hold of her, he yanked her back in the boat, put her back there. Maybe she's got a ski come off or something, but she's a very, very sporting kid, and I'm sure she'll get back in to have another go, and the team will make sure she's sound and she's safe. And there are great pictures. Look at boat cam. So Jake's got her back in the water again, making sure she's got her handles, making sure the skis safe, just giving her a push from around the back of the motor. Now, as much as all that line was in that lovely hole shot, now it's all over the deck, but it will come out. It will be safe. And Jake flares that lane through. Simon there, you can see the communication between the observer and the driver, and they will be just gently, gently pushing Evie to where the rope is taut and she can go again. So Jake will be counting that off, and we're nearly at the end of that line. Going back to the 22 boat, which is Ethan Cole and Leo Bauer and Stevie Young in that boat. And Ethan's doing very well. I haven't mentioned Ethan already. He's not got a lot of camera shot at the moment, but he's there in front of himself.
Yeah, he's looking good. As I say, these young skiers have got a great stance, eh?
They look well. Ethan's skiing really, really well. He looks quite happy there, and he's one of the under-12 skiers.
That's right. I mean, he's got, look at his knees. He's working it well. You know, yeah.
He looks confident.
These kids are good.
He looks competent. He looks as if he's enjoying himself. And the boat, you know, ably driven by Leo. And Leo's just got
He's
that
making
boat.
it look easy.
Yes, he is. And Leo's got that boat handling really nicely.
Yeah, and as I say, in this race, they'll fill up the boat with water. They'll make the boat heavy, and they'll try and give these skiers that flat water you see him skiing on just now.
So Leo, in fact,
That's
Ethan
him. He's just coming
has
up
now,
past
because
us
he's
now.
under 12, he's taken the red and white checkered flag. He is done.
He's
so
won the race.
Ethan Cole is the winner of the under 12s. Please, these are our results.
Oh, look,
there
he's got
are.
his hand in
He's
the
up
air.
in the
He
air.
knows it.
There
Oh,
he
he's
is.
throwing his
let
handles.
down now. And he
he's
now
loving
comes
it.
down. The boat comes round to collect him. Well done, Ethan. So expect to see Evie
There's
take
a great
that
shot
next.
inside. Yeah, she's back
And,
up.
Jake,
She's going again.
Jake goes round. She's up and running. Well done. Well done, Evie. You got yourself out. You've got a great team with you. And you learn all these things.
Of course, of course. Listen, one of the things I always say, you know, a winner wins, but when you lose, you learn more. And you know, that's the sport. When you lose, you think, and you don't do it again, and you just learn more when you lose.
So the pictures you can see now, these are the under 15s. This is Luca Manchett and Rosie Cole. There is a race between these two. There is very little in it. And you would see Rosie now just deciding she's going to try and take Luca on the outside, which means she's got to go the long way
I'm going to tell
round.
you, these observers, they've got the stopwatch. They know how many laps. They've been timing themselves. Look, he's telling her, you know, hang on. But these two front boats, they'll know, and I think we're going to have a real close finish in this race.
So Evie comes through. The boat you can see is on boat cam. That's the boat 18. That's the Simon Faulkner, Jake Frame, and Evie Manchett boat. And Evie, we saw took a tumble a little earlier, but she's back up again. She will take that finish flag in just a few minutes' time.
Yeah.
And
That's
the race, if we can get back into that between the 33 and 77 boat, will be the Luca Manchett and Rosie Cole. And I'm sure in a few seconds the lads will get onto the back of that. But we can just see Evie making a lovely headway out. She's got herself back up on the ski and looks confident as ever.
Yeah, she's comfortable. You know, I mean, if you see this kid, she's only 2 feet 3, or you know, she's just a little baby. But look at her go.
And happy there, and got a great team. Is confident, isn't shy of having two of the best competitors in Europe in your team driving for you. Well done. They
just couldn't get a better dad
taken
and
that
mum
checkered
team.
flag, and she's just come through there. She'll now move into the drop-off zone, and Jake will be over the moon with the way she's skied. But let's go back to the race that we were talking about. This is the under 15s.
This is under
the 33 and 77 boat. You can see the.
Oh, I tell you what, you can actually see they've stepped it up. Look at that boat pushing and smashing their waves. You know why?
I would say
because they're side by side. That's why. And the two of them, they've filled. Look at the water displacement there. So the two of them have filled the tanks up, and they're going for it. We're going to have a little grandstand finish here in a couple of laps' time.
And you can see
They're
Mia.
neck and neck.
Mia's on the outside now, but the other two, they'll push on through, and hopefully Leo Bauer will just be able to get. Sorry, not Leo Bauer. Rob Strick will just be able to find a space. He's going to come in behind these two, and this is the race. You can see a little bit of a headway for the 33 boat, and that's Luca. Luca Manchett and Rosie Cole. Rosie has still got the outside line, and Chris Cole has done his level best, but Harvey Robinson's kept that boat just on that inside.
Oh, they're doing a great job. They're just keeping the girl up, and they're planning on the last 2 laps being. They're going to have a go.
Okay,
I think we're going to have a great
The blue
finish
flag
here.
is probably being shown now. Let's just see. We're just awaiting the observer to put his hand up and go round. Not easy to see.
No blue
the
flag
ribbons,
yet.
No blue flag yet.
That's
No.
it there. No blue
So there's
flag.
probably-
So they've got another couple of laps, maybe.
So I would think by now they would have taken that blue flag, but maybe not.
No.
So hopefully Mia Waldman will come past us very, very shortly. Well done, Mia. You skied brilliantly well this weekend, and it's lovely to see you out here. Let's let these
Look how
two
relaxed that girl looks.
girls just ski
I mean,
flat
just
out.
skiing. They're just the two of them they're good. And look at their attitude on that ski. They're confident. They just ooze confidence. They're making it look easy.
They're friends because they come from the same area,
Yeah.
but they are also competitive friends.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. We're one big happy family here. We all get on great, but as soon as we put that helmet on and put that ski on, it all stops.
So a great drone shot there. Look at that. You can
Yeah.
see them both side by side going down through. Now
And
they're not
boat-
hanging around now.
And boat 77's having a go.
Yeah.
He's stepped up, but what they don't want to do is actually go too fast where they might lose the skier.
So Mia Waldman just comes
Yeah.
past us now. Little Mia's just come in through. Well done, Mia. Brilliant little effort. And boat number 7 now, a lovely little cyclone with the big Evinrude engine on. Well done, Rob Strick. Well done, Chris Waldman. And well done even more for Mia. And she was so thrilled to get a prize yesterday, and we'll see her up again here today and taking that third place in the under 12s.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
So the race is here. You
Rob
can see it in front of
Manchett,
us.
that boat 30 and boat 77. Boat 30's actually they've actually went a little bit quicker. They've answered to the threat of boat 77 there. And I mean, look at that. They've filled up the tanks, and look at the water displacement there, Chris.
This is one of the new burner hoses on the inside. Just look at the way that Nico's built this boat. It just rides that little bit lower. It's just a little bit more sleek. And the way that boat goes together with Harvey driving that, with Rob Manchett sat backwards and Luca Manchett, look at they're on the inside. They're the ones that just look at the boats go through the water. And I would say, looking at this, that Luca has a slightly better wake to ride in than Rosie Cole.
Yeah. And you can see the skiers have chosen to ski on the right-hand side.
Yes.
And that is probably because there's trim tabs at the back of that boat, and they've trimmed them in, and the skier finds they get slightly better water where that tab is. The two of them have found it a little bit where they want to ski.
So little in it. I mean, currently you've got Luca in the 1,000-point position, but even Rosie will be on 998 or something. They're so
very
close together. And the boats are just great driving. Harvey Robinson and Chris Cole, great drivers, very competent. So I'm just going to sneak, and I've seen a blue flag. Let's hope that is and it is the blue flag, Alf.
Yeah, that's a blue flag. Yeah, they've been showing the blue flag. So this is the last lap.
Right, the observer raises his hand up in the air, swings it around in a circle, a big thump, 1 lap. Now, you've done all the hard work. They've got to keep these girls on
and the problem
and win.
that Chris has got is Chris Cole will be wanting to go just that little bit faster, and I can bet you any money the observer's saying, no, keep it up. We're close. There's going to be big points to have here in the bag. Let's not throw it away. That's what's probably going on in that boat. What do you think?
Well, she's certainly got the more chance. We've lost a bit of screenshot there. No, we've got it back again now. There's a yacht that's just coming out of the marina. Remember, the water here is for everybody. We're so lucky to be of our course here. And meanwhile, these girls are just going round here, both under 15s, both putting a cracking effort in. But at the moment, the Luca Manchett boat.
I think Luca Manchett boat's just
the 33.
They've went a little bit faster there.
Yeah.
They've put the foot down a wee bit.
It looked a bit choppy, right? Just outside where Chris Cole was coming down through there for Rosie. It just looked a little bit choppier. It just looked as if it was that little bit more testing for her.
Yeah. You know what I'm noticing? They're taking that bottom corner really wide. They're not coming in close and hard to that. I think it's turn 2.
Now, whether that marker boy's moving but the camera's not moving, and the marker buoy is far more to the right than it was earlier.
Yeah.
So I would say that maybe that marker buoy is drifting in as the tide comes in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just keep an eye on that. The lads on the drones, we've done nothing with the cameras here, and but currently that buoy's doing something. Either one's disappeared round to the other side, or
that's the two boats coming in shot now. Now this is the time. If you know, if Chris Cole's going to make the move, this is when they're going to make it. This is the run for the line now.
Luca Manchett, Rosie Cole, the skiers behind these two wonderful Bernico boats.
Does it look like you that Rosie Cole's coming? I think they're not far away from each other.
That's a great shot.
That is absolutely brilliant shot. And
Luca still has it.
I think Luca's going to take this.
Luca still has it. And Luca, look at the sheep girls doing everything they
look
can.
At Rosie. Rosie's coming up.
Luca's
goodness
hang on to it, and Rosie Cole's desperate to take it. Fair play to these girls.
These girls, they've skied great. The whole race from start to finish, it's been cat and mouse. The whole close racing, the two of them.
So, coming up to the finish line now, the checkered flag will be raised. We're going to have a sneak peek around the corner.
Have a wee little look. Yeah, the checkered flag is up.
And I think probably they've accepted that Luca will take the lead, and they're just ease.
That's it. What a fabulous race! That same came over there.
Let's keep her on. They've done all that hard work.
Oh, fantastic!
And brilliant effort. Well done.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Absolutely fantastic. Great racing.
Really good. So they are 15 minutes plus a lap, a little more for the under 15s.
Yeah.
And one race of the day done.
That's it. And it's great. It's a good race. Good start. Yeah.
So we're going to go off there for a little while, and we'll come back around about, it says 1:15. So
1:30.
1:30. So around about 1:30.
We're coming back for the ladies' race.
And the juniors. Yeah. 25 minutes plus a lap.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave you to it. Please join us back around about 1:30, and we'll be with you, and we'll keep you up to date with the racing here in Saltash. What a wonderful venue. Round 8 of the UK Waterski Racing Championships. Join us.
Looking at the skier.
We had one yesterday.
We had it yesterday. We will on Jordan's race. I'm going to see Jake, make sure he's still got battery.
Good. Time for a cup of tea.
Yeah.